Hello bloody puppies and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Today we're going to be doing the sewers. But you know what? I got some stuff to talk about, so that's cool. It works out just fine. So let's go ahead and first person it up. Now basically the reason I hate the sewers so much is because they are so long. It's not so much that these guys are here because those guys are kind of interesting. But it's just so long. We see this dead dude here. We can go ahead and read his little clipboard. What does it say? Oh, if you want to read it, he was just investigating stuff through the sewers because of some reports, I think, and then stuff happened, and he was like, "No, strange noises," and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna keep going down there because that's a good idea." And then he sees something reptilian, probably Godzilla, most likely. And then he writes, for some reason, he writes this. God help me, saw a creature, some sort of monstrosity. Teeth and blood. I haven't seen any teeth in this guy. Whatever. So there's that guy. He's just dead. So there are some stuff to talk about. And I usually don't talk about this kind of stuff, but like we have so much time. And I actually really find this stuff interesting. So basically what I want to talk about is the history behind the Samichi. Which I want to say is how you pronounce their clan name. The guy that we just fought in the last part that made those little running around guys. I want to say that's Samichi. That's how you pronounce that. But I'll explain the history. I don't usually do that because I don't know how many people are actually interested in that. But I find it really interesting, and I would like to share with you guys about how they live and that sort of stuff. So basically, Samichi started a long time ago. Their antediluvian, which is sort of their founder, their very powerful founder, was just named Samichi. That was his name. And he's dead. Apparently he got killed by some other tooth that I don't quite know about. This is nothing I don't quite know about. So also I don't know my way around this sewer, so this is gonna be fun. But anyway, that's what I was saying. That was their antediluvian. Now as far as their traits go, they are very intelligent and they are heavily sadistic. They definitely like that sadism. Just because they're good at it, you know? They're good at it. And, jeez. Did I go the wrong way? Am I not supposed to be back here? I swear to God, you guys. So I hate the sewers. It's the worst. Maybe I need to go back this way. It's going to be the whole set, I'm telling you. There's nothing here. Unless there's like a lever somewhere. Oh no, there's a little grid here. Okay. Let's go through here. Anyway. Yeah, so they're... Wait, did I already go through here? This is where I came from. See you guys. I'm just... Oh wait, no, this isn't where I came from. Ah. Aha. Okay. Right. So they're good at sadism. Now, a big example of a popular Samichi in literature. Like, can I not get under this? Hold on. It's first person up. I can't first person it up. Can I not get down there? But I'm clearly underneath the grate. What the hell? Okay, I guess. It's fine. So, what they like doing usually is living solitary lives on their own, but they are part of the Sabbat at the same time. Actually, wait. No, I had something else going that was interesting. So, one popular example of a Samichi in culture is Dracula, who I always thought was a Ventru, because he was sort of like classy and stuff, but there's a lever here. Hello. Turns out Dracula, according to this wiki, multiple sources actually, not just the wiki, but multiple sources on lore, turns out Dracula was a Samichi. And now the Samichi we saw in the last part, he was like all deformed and nasty and stuff. And you're probably thinking, but Dracula wasn't that nasty, was he? Well, I don't know, I didn't actually read Dracula, so there's a possibility that he did sort of turn at some point in the story. Ledger. Useless. City Hall cover-up. What does it say? Bodies never found. Yeah, haunted sewers. Blah, 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 blah. So you can get out if you want right here, but I'm not going to. So, another clipboard. Basically what we are... Yeah, sorry, what we already read. Anyway. Yeah, so I don't know if... I already went here. I don't know if Dracula at some point turns in the story. I need to read that book. I really do. By Bram Stoker, the original one. I'm not sure how... Oop, Hello. I'm not sure how accurate that statement is about Dracula being a Samichi, but you know, it was interesting if it is true. Now, basically, there's like 4 levels I think of Samichi, and the higher you go, the more like deformed, or not deformed, I suppose, but the more like weird you look. So I don't know if Dracula was, or I guess he was just like holding off the changes, because he did look slightly different, but not a huge deal. So Dracula is cool. He also slept in coffins, which is one of the big things that Samichis do. Although, I don't know if this is just part of the board game, because there is a board game, I believe, for this vampire lore. But apparently when they sleep, they have to have 2 handfuls of soil from places important to them when they were human. And they have to have that soil surrounding them. I thought it was left over here. Oh yeah, isn't it? Wait, I thought there was a grate here. Oh my god, I hate this place. Whatever. So, yeah, 2 handfuls of soil, because otherwise they lose a dice roll, which in real terms, I don't know what that would mean. Is this... Wait, oh, okay, this is the one I wanted right here. I believe. Yeah, they lose a dice roll, which is, no, it's a huge deal. It's a dice roll. In board games, I suppose. Where am I going? This is not... Wait, this is the right way. Okay, good. Good. So that's what they do when they sleep. As far as their hobbies go, the clan is sort of split into 2 different factions, I suppose. They're all part of the Sabbat. And they're all sort of chill with the Sabbat. They're like, hey, yeah, I like this Sabbat. Pretty cool. But as a whole, they're intelligent and very sadistic, well-spoken. And they seem to know a lot about people. I think it's the end of the first area, that's good. Yeah. They are very introspective, very smart and polite. You saw the guy in the last part, he was kind of cool, actually. I like the way he spoke. And that accent, man, that accent. So in that respect, they're pretty cool. But then they get you into their place. It's like, hey, you want to hang out? You're like, sure. What's your idea of hanging out? And they're like, oh, torturing you until you get turned into one of my little flesh minions. You know, it's whatever. So, that's what they do for fun. They like... And that's what I mean by their clan being split into 2 sort of factions. Their first one, just called Old World Samichi, I believe is what they call themselves. That one's down there. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's 2 of them down there. That's cute. Just having a underwater party there. Right. Oh, shit. I don't remember how to get past this part. I think I have to go here. Yeah, that's their hobby. They like... Oh, no. Okay, so Old World Samichi were just... Basically, they weren't as sadistic. They're still slightly sadistic, but... Hey, that's my barrel. Anywho, still slightly sadistic, but not as much. Come on. Come on, you broke my other barrel, asshole. Okay, I'm gonna quick save because I don't exactly remember how to stop the fans. Old World Samichi were basically just architects, and they built Constantinople, apparently. Just kind of random, but there it is. Do I have to stop this? Well, that did not work as I'd hoped. But that's why I quick saved, so it's okay. See what I mean? That's why I quick save. Anyway, they built Constantinople. They like building stuff, and they're good at it. And then you have the other, and they have animalism and auspex as their disciplines. There we go. That's what I want to do. Yeah. So animalism is a discipline that lets vampires summon animals to their aid. And auspex is a skill that increases intelligence. And in this game, it helps you, it raises your intelligence and computer hacking skills and stuff like that. But in the real world application, it will just make them smarter, basically. So they have that. And that's what the old world guys have. I don't know if they have an extra 3rd discipline. God, you guys are not getting my health down, aren't you? Stab it. Just stab it. Okay. Anywho's. Yeah, so those are the old world Samichi. Then you have the newer Simichi, which have a discipline. Oh, asshole! A discipline called vicissection. Is that what it's called? Let's see. No, vicissitude. Vicissitude. There it is. Okay, I got it. Vicissitude. You have to pronounce it right. Asshole! Come on! What am I doing to you? Fine, let's drink some blood. Jesus. That's why it's here, I guess. Let's drink 2. Which I have back because I didn't use them the second time in the Ash quest. So that's good. It's useful. But, yes, vicissitude, which is discipline that lets them reshape flesh. So that sort of is what makes them stand out. The modern Simichi stand out because obviously that's what they do. They morph and mold the flesh, you know? Because after they ask you to hang out and they're like, hey, Bilbro Swangits, do you want to come over for my place for a beer and... Actually not for a beer, it would be a bag of blood. You just want a bottle of blood? And I'm like, yeah bro, that sounds fantastic. So I come over, and I'm like, huh, that's interesting furniture you have there, Mr. Simichi. And he's like, oh yeah, that used to be my grandmother. So, you know, it's cool, no worries. She is important to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, what do you do for fun, Mr. Simichi? And he's like, oh, well, come to my basement and I'll show you, sir. By the way, you're looking awesome today. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Sure, I'll come to your basement, which is menacing and bloody and stuff. And then when I get there, he straps Bilbro Swaggins to a table, and he just starts, like, summoning animals and putting them into Bilbro, which is clearly a problem. I'm not entirely sure this is what I have to do, but I think it is. Okay. Because electricity really hurts, by the way. If you didn't know. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's quick save here. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't remember exactly what to do here, but... Oh, I got it. Okay. Ow. I was climbing up a ladder. Jesus. No, don't fall down. Don't fall down. Okay, come here. There you go. There you go. Right. So, and then they start torturing me because they're like, oh, it's fun. It's funny. It's just what I do. You know? They start putting, like, rats into my butt, which I don't appreciate, by the way. Just for the record, I don't appreciate that. I'm gonna turn that electricity off, too. Or turn something off, I don't know. Yeah, electricity. We have to hack in here. Pump. I always have a hard time seeing what that actually says, that command. Invalid command. I just, because the screen's cracked. Just like pump 1, I8A, is that it? No. I don't know what that says. I can never tell, and I always forget. I don't even know what that just did. I have no clue what that just did. Just saying. This is nothing. This valve does nothing. I know I'm supposed to go down there and... I'm supposed to drain the water first. And then refill it up. And that has to do with the pump, which I can't freaking read. Oh, let me read that again. I don't know why, I just can't. I can't tell what characters they are, so I can't type in the command. Because that's what you have to do, type in the command. Help, can I take it? No. Pump. Like, I want to say it's pump line, it's not pump line, it's pump. It's not pimp. It's pump. Because it looks like a 1 to me. No, that's an L, sorry, that's an L. And then, oh, that's a 1. 8A, right? No! Oh. But that looks exactly like it. Okay, wait a sec. So I just read that in normal text, not in this text, but it's 118A. That's totally how that doesn't look like it at all. Oh my god. Is this the wrong? No, that's the wrong password. What's it again? No, I got this. Septic. I was close. Sewage. Septic. Whatever. Because that totally doesn't look like 2 1s. Because the first one is way thicker than the second one. You see? You see what I mean? Hate that. It's septic. There it is. I'm telling you, man. Girl. I don't know who's watching this. Whatever you are. It's annoying. So I'm going to do pump on. Or, no, we want to do pump off. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to let that drain. Because the water's going to drain. Oh, we have to... Do we have to twist the valve first? I don't remember. I think so, don't we? No. Let's see. Wait. Oh, it's pump control. There it is. Okay, right? That That drains it, right? Why isn't that draining? What the fuck? Fusion. That's supposed to be it. Let me take a break from my Somichi explanations here. And just figure this out here. Pump on. Invalid command. Nope. Oh, because I'm not doing the F. Or the S. Sorry. It's derp. That was my bad. It's pumps, not pump. Okay, so it is pumps on. Told you. That was like invalid command. I was like, huh, it's probably not it then. Nope. Okay. So it's pump.